I'll get back, man. So it happens when you get old, try to lift too much weight.
Right?
Whew. Hey, we're live.
Yeah.
We're live on both places already.
I know. Angie said that we were going to get this done early, and then she decided to start bullshitting with you while you were trying to walk down here.
Oh.
Like those two things don't exist at the same time. Right?
Oh, you got it all ready to go. Oh, you got it all.
You either do it or you stop bullshit.
Okay, so how many we got? Total 20 something?
15.
15?
Top 15.
Okay. Right on.
And then there's 5 bullet points about each. So I have the episode, the air date, prediction, the reality, and then the impact.
Right on. Right on.
Hooray!
Let me I will join the live. And then we'll get that out there. Man, my back, dude. Trying to lift like I'm 25. My brain still thinks I'm 25. So trying to lift heavy, and I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Standing row pulls are horrible for you anyway. And dang it. Standing row pulls are horrible and dangerous anyway, and I should have known better. Hello, anybody that's in here. I'm the only one in here. Here, I sent you a cord.
There's 1,000 people that jump in and jump out.
Yep, there's Robin's in here now too. So, alrighty. There's a few people in here now.
All right.
We're getting it going.
Let's get this party started.
Mute myself so that way I don't cause a feedback loop. Alrighty.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I went on a LinkedIn purge.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody who's not actually in my career field, I deleted. And
Nice.
Because there was one day that I've got like 18 notifications, like in the space of half an hour.
All day.
Like so-and-so is hiring. Like, am I a trash compactor mechanic? Like, what do I possibly care about that?
Alrighty. Welcome TikTok. Welcome YouTube.
I use the force.
We are going to get started here.
I use the force.
Use the force to roll forward.
Yeah.
Robin is sharing the live. Thank you, Robin.
Hooray.
Appreciate that.
Share it to everyone.
I need to do it real quick. I want to make sure that, I'll do my
Share
part.
to the whole world.
Share us to the world. Joy to the world.
So Google says when we start the video, we're supposed to talk about current events and things like personal things before we start with the content.
What?
Yeah, she said that our videos just are like very matter of fact in the beginning, and she thinks that's why people might be jumping out.
People like that we're matter of fact. That's what they always tell us.
Right.
That they like that we're the sciencey guys. Okay, no problem.
So you can talk about hurting your back.
Yeah.
At the Viking Festival.
Well, I did it at the gym before the Viking Festival, but same difference. I had trouble walking around today. All right, I shared it out with a bunch of people. We'll see who we get in here. I'll give it a minute. Let me tuck my shirt in so I'm not looking like a slob. Get out the way. Get off the camera. I'll tuck my shirt in.
Oh, my neck.
So who did they go back and look at our videos or something?
Yeah,
Nice.
She was looking at it in real time while I was talking to him. The SEO guy was looking at the search results, and then the lady from YouTube was going through all of our videos and seeing what we could do better.
Okay, cool.
So
hey, I'll take some criticism.
Yeah, she said that really there's nobody that has like a talk show type paranormal podcast. So
really,
she said, yeah, there's people who do like where there's a table in the middle and then they're on either side of it,
Yeah.
And I was like, we would probably do something like that, but we have, a
Space
basement.
limitations. Yeah.
We're in the
So that's what we
basement.
should do. Is that? Is that what she's saying?
Because Joe Rogan does that.
Right.
So
right.
they want everybody to be a carbon copy of Joe Rogan.
Right. Yeah. We're not Joe Rogan.
No,
I'm not an MMA fighter.
make $1 billion for.
I could
Getting
that I'd be
high.
happy with. We could copy that part.
I'll
That'd be good.
I'll get high, and then we'll talk about crazy things and make $1 million.
I'll just be careful what you say because TikTok will crab at you. All right. Oh, well, we got a few people in here. Robin's in here. Lamest fake background for the lamest group on the planet. Oh, hey, thanks, bud.
Who is it?
Congratulations. You're our first block of the evening. Have a nice day.
Fuck are you?
Kevin Summers. Let me make sure I mute that click too. Mute entire live. Boop. What a piece of meat.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
Gotta come in and start crap.
It didn't show up, and it
Oh,
didn't show up.
that's
in the
weird.
thing.
That's weird. It didn't show up. I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You gotta start recording.
I guess we gotta start recording and do this podcast thing. Need a motor on that, Bob.
I know, right? Bonk. And then suddenly we're zoomed.
Fix the hair. All right. You ready to do this?
Yep.
All right. We good over there? You might want to scooch in for the TikTok. There we go.
My shirt's all bunched up. There we go.
Oh, where's the clicker? There's the clicker.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clacker. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, the Project Investigation Collaboration, the podcast brought to you by the Veritas Project. And as always, we are here deep beneath the earth, a whole 5.5 feet down below the earth's crust in the basement of the Veritas Project with our gracious host, founder, Robert Curtis.
Hello.
And I am lead investigator, Todd Boyer. And welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
So apparently we have to talk about
We're
ourselves.
supposed to talk about current events before we start doing the thing
Current
because
events.
we're too matter of fact.
Well, we could talk. I don't like to talk about current events.
Yeah.
I like to stay in my bubble, and I hate to say that because, there's nothing that I can do to affect some of the things out there in the world. Right?
I mean, like our stuff.
With our stuff, that's fine.
Yeah. Like I released the video of the Telltale Heart.
Yep, we released
Yeah.
that. Unfortunately, it sounds not so great. We're gonna get that
Yeah.
fixed. We're gonna get the new one recorded and done. There was a buzz in the microphone that we didn't know was happening.
Yeah.
We actually recorded that like a month ago,
Right.
and Bob spent hours and hours. The
Hours
editing
and
was
hours.
fantastic. The
Yeah.
editing was absolutely fantastic. Just that buzz on the microphone sounded horrible.
And the reason why is because I didn't read the picture. It has a little target on the microphone that tells you. Let me pull it over here. It tells you where the cardioid is.
Yep, and we had it backwards.
And I had it on this side so that I could see the label because I thought it was cool to see the label.
Gotcha.
But that's the flat side. So they want it. Obviously, it's supposed to go like this so that you can broadcast to everybody that you're using
Their
this
microphone.
brand of microphone, right?
Gotcha.
So we were
Gotcha.
actually talking into the back side of the microphone.
Oh.
So that's why it sounds clunky. Because while I was messing with it, I'm like, why is it this like $300 microphone? Why does it sound bad? And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, the cardioid is on this side,
Right.
not this side. So we were talking
Oh.
into the back side of the microphone. So what we're recording is your voice echoing off of the monitor into the
that's
microphone
horrible.
because you're talking like this, right?
Right.
So the microphone is picking up the
Right.
reflection off of the monitor.
Which is horrible.
Right.
Which, speaking of, on Temu, actually, I was looking, and you can get like 96 square feet of the foam
Mhm.
for like $30.
Wow.
So I may be buying us a box of that foam.
Yeah, this was like
So-
$10 for that much.
Yeah, it was like six square feet.
Yeah.
But we can get like a ton for $30. So, which would be nice.
Amy
We'll have-
loves my shirt.
Yeah, Bob always has the best shirts.
We're in the spooky
business.
season, so
It
I had
is
to break
spooky
out my
season.
Halloween shirt.
There we go. So,
I love it. Where is it? Death is trick or treating. That's
Nice.
that's my favorite part of the shirt.
So yeah, current events. My brain still thinks I'm 25. Went to Viking Festival today and thought, I'm gonna get a pump on before I go up there, and lifted too much and threw out my back like an old man, the old man that I am. So yeah, that was fantastic.
We are here to pump you up.
That's not current events, Bob. That's way old events right there.
Yeah, that was when there used to be
Hans
the show,
and Franz on Saturday Night
yeah,
Live.
there used to be this show years and years and years ago. You guys probably don't even know about it. Called Saturday Night Live, and it was really, really funny.
It's still they still have it,
and it went away, and it hasn't been on for decades.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, no,
yeah, that one don't count. It's not the same. It's not the same. So today we are going to discuss The Simpsons.
The Simpsons and how they predict the future.
And that's the big thing, is they have been ridiculously accurate.
Yeah.
I mean,
spooky
accurate down to the actual frame by frame picture, especially the one that we're going to get to with President Trump. That one was scary accurate.
Oh, and the shard that building in London.
Yep. Yeah. So they are
crazy, really
wild accurate with this stuff. So we'll start with the first one. The episode is called Bart to the Future. It's from season 11, episode 17, and it aired on March 19th of 2000. Now, the prediction was that Lisa becomes president and references President Trump leaving the country in debt. And the reality is Donald Trump became the 45th president of the United States in 2016, and the episode is often cited as a stunning prediction, especially given Trump's political outsider status at the time.
Right.
But also, along with that, the thing that's scary accurate about that one is it's President Trump coming down an escalator.
Right.
And that is literally the exact same video that they played on the news.
Yeah.
I mean, down to people placement and everything.
The news reporter who was recording it was in the same place.
The same spot,
so
the same
it was
everything.
Identical.
It was wild.
Yeah. And people like me who saw that episode watched it live on the TV and were like, what?
Thank you for the pumpkins, Robin.
Yay!
Very Halloween-y.
Pumpkin pie.
Very Halloween-y. So then smartwatches.
Yep.
Smartwatches. I don't have mine on. I don't have mine on right now.
We're all like Dick Tracy in the future.
Yep. So in episode Lisa's Wedding, season 6, episode 19, the air date was March 19th, 1995. A character uses a watch to make a phone call. Smartwatches like the Apple Watch and Samsung Gear were released starting in 2010.
Right.
So they made a prediction 15 years into the future.
15 years.
The episode foreshadows the merging of communication and wearable tech years before it became mainstream. And there is like crazy conspiracy theories about this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, is Matt Groening from the future? Or, I mean,
right.
It's wild. Disney buys 20th Century Fox, which is one that I just saw recently. When You Dish Upon a Star, season 10, episode 5, aired November 8th, 1998. Now that a sign shows that 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney Company, Disney purchased 21st Century Fox for $71 billion in 2019. So they got that one about, about 21 years or no? Yeah, about 21 years they predicted it. The prediction highlights the industrial consolidation decades before it occurred.
Right.
So it is wild how accurate these guys are with these. It's crazy. I'm gonna bump the mouse. Oh, I'll move it over here so I can reach it. So then the Siegfried and Roy Tiger attack. I do remember watching this episode. It's called Springfield, but the S is a money sign in season 5, episode 10. So back in December of 1993,
wow,
they predicted the magicians, Gunter and Ernest were the names on The Simpsons. But the reality of Roy Horn and Siegfried, and Roy was attacked by a tiger in 2003. So they predicted this one 10 years in advance. And it ended the duo's show and career. And the funny thing is they modeled those two characters, Gunter and Ernest, after Siegfried and Roy. And then it took place just like they said it would. Right. So it's wild how accurate they are. But I guess if you do enough episodes and you do enough things, you're going to hit something sometime, right? So, excuse me.
It's Lisa's wedding again.
Yeah, Lisa's wedding again. A Shard in London. So in that same season 6, episode 19, right? Mm-hmm. The London skyline in the episode features a glass skyscraper resembling the Shard. And then they ended up completing the Shard in 2017, 17 years after the episode aired. So it was designed and built well after the airing of the episode. So it makes me wonder, though, because now it's the pre-imagined, London iconic modern landmark, right? But here's the thing. Did somebody see that in London and go, ooh, that's a good idea?
Right.
That's one that could be just,
Or was it in planning for so long?
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
It was on the books, for 20 years while they were talking about building it,
Right.
So I don't know.
So then Greece's financial crisis.
Yeah.
In the episode Politically Inert with Homer Simpson, season 23, episode 10, the air date was January 8th, 2012. Now, Homer appears in a news segment where a ticker reads, Europe puts Greece on eBay, which Greece, faced with a severe financial crisis starting in 2015, requiring multiple bailouts. Yep. So the prediction predicted that Greece was going to have an economic crisis. Now, I don't know if you guys know, this is a throw in here, that I want to say it's Greece and Spain. They are paying people to move over there because those little towns are becoming empty because they don't have the population, they don't have the children that they have anymore. Right. So all these houses are becoming empty.
Taxes.
So they are actually paying for you to come over, and then they're paying part of the money to get the house restored.
Right.
And you have to live there like 4 or 5 years, something like that. There's a limit.
Japan has the same
thing. And Japan is actually, because they know that they're going into a baby crisis,
big time,
that they are actually paying visas for Westerners to come over and
single people.
ignite their population.
It's only single people. They're willing to give you a house, give you a visa, give you citizenship, and all you have to do is just agree to give up your old citizenship. You can't be a dual citizen,
right?
So, if you're single,
man, they want you to come over and make babies,
and you want a cool house, you move.
The houses are going super cheap, and a lot of the houses still have the furniture and stuff in them,
right?
So I just saw a video the other day where someone had bought a house and they paid like
$20,000.
It was like 20 or 30,000, and they were going to put 10 into it, and it was going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous, huge house. So, and it still had everything from the last owner in it.
Right.
So kind of wild.
You like really old TVs and sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
Japan's got you covered.
So Lady Gaga's Super Bowl performance. This one was Lisa Goes Gaga, season 23, episode 22, May 20th of 2012. Mm-hmm. Lady Gaga performs at Springfield, flying over the audience while suspended by wires. Then Lady Gaga actually performed a similar stunt during the Super Bowl halftime show in 2017.
5 years.
So 5 years. The resemblance was uncanny as both performances featured her signature theatrics. So another one of those right on ones. So definitely. So Robin, I appreciate you handling the TikTok live for us, because we're caught up in doing the podcast.
Yeah, we can't read all this stuff.
We appreciate you handling things for us. So here's a controversial one: faulty voting machines.
I actually watched that episode when it was on TV, and I thought at the time it was very funny that Homer was trying to use the voting machine, and it kept switching his vote. Well, he would like push the Obama button, and it kept switching it to John McCain. And I was like, that's funny. And then years later, that really happened.
Right. So it is called Faulty Voting Machines. Faulty Voting Machines. I can't talk. In Treehouse of Horror number 19, season 20, episode 4. Now that aired November 2nd, 2008. And Homer tried to vote for Barack Obama, but the rigged machine switched to John McCain, like Bob said. And in 2012, similar issues occurred in real-life voting machines in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
So this brought attention to the potential vulnerability of the electronic voting system. So then we have Ebola outbreak.
Right.
This was episode called Lisa's Sacks, and that was season 9, episode 3. Aired October 19th, 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Marge suggests Bart read a book titled Curious George and the Ebola virus. Right?
I would buy that book. Somebody should make that.
But then the West African Ebola outbreak in 2014 through 2016 was one of the worst in history. So it was kind of an obscure reference, but fans later linked it to the global outbreak. So
that's awesome.
whose 18th birthday today, Robin? Oh. So autocorrect issues.
Right.
Lisa on Ice, season 6, episode 8, November 13th, 1994. Dolph writes, beat up Martin on a Newton device, which autocorrects to eat up Martha. Right? So, eerily, smartphone users experienced frustrating autocorrect failures, especially on the iPhone. This
94.
Yeah, and this was in 94. So,
Right.
this was well before autocorrect.
Yeah.
So, we did hear a funny joke. I think it was either Robin or Amy sent it. And if you type the F word and it autocorrects to duck, it's still legit because it's still foul language.
Yeah.
Dead joke.
Ba-dum-bum.
Dead joke right in the pocket. Oh, so they also got the FIFA corruption scandal right. The episode's called You Don't Have to Live Like a Referee, and it's season 25, episode 16, March 30th, 2014. The prediction was the vice president of FIFA is arrested for corruption. In 2015, so not even a year later, several high-ranking FIFA officials were arrested on corruption charges. The scandal led to significant changes within FIFA, making the show's take on the issue. I can't even talk.
Prescient.
Yep, prescient. So basically, if you guys don't know that one, people were buying off the FIFA officials to determine where the World Cup was going to be held.
Right.
So rather than doing it randomly like it was supposed to be or however it was supposed to set up,
Right.
they were just paying off the high-level officials because obviously if you have the World Cup in your town
Yeah,
or
you're gonna
city,
make a
you're
bunch
going to
of money.
make a bunch of money because of everybody coming in from around the world. So the Nobel Prize win. The Simpsons, season 22, episode 1, aired September 26, 2010. Milhouse correctly predicts Bang Holstrom as the winner of the Nobel Prize in Economics. In reality, in 2016, Bang Holstrom won the Nobel Prize.
Right.
So he called that one 6 years in advance. So, I mean, of all the scientists or all the people in the world that could have won the Nobel Prize, he pulls it out 6 years in advance. So it's just amazing how much stuff that they're ahead on.
Right.
Here's one. This is an oldie but a goodie. Farmville. I haven't played Farmville in a long time. I do a little virtual farming on the Xbox. It's actually very relaxing. But you can actually like hire guys to plow the fields and stuff for you. You start it, then you hire a guy to do it.
You're talking about simulators. I'll tell you, the best simulator is free on the Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you have. It's for free. It's called Goat Simulator.
Oh man, there's a goat simulator too now.
It is the most fun you will ever have playing a free game. It is so crazy.
Well, you run around and smash into things as a
You
goat.
just cause destruction.
Your tongue attaches to
Yeah.
things. Yep.
He has a tongue like a frog. and you can like cars will drive by and you can lick onto the car and then fly through the air and bowl over people
Yeah.
and just cause the more destruction you cause, the more points you get, and then you can unlock more stuff. Like I have a Harry Potter robes and a wand.
Nice.
And I can cast Leviosa on people and make them float through the air. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's the best.
Robin says her kids used to play that all the time.
Oh my god, somebody told me they're like, you got to
It's
play
so
Goat
goofy.
Simulator. I'm
It's
like, it's
so
so
goofy.
stupid.
And they have so many weird unlockables.
Yeah.
Like you can find like hidden things which unlock bigger things.
The cheerleader outfit. When you max out the cheerleader outfit, instead of knocking people out, they start doing cheers. So like you can knock people over, and then instead of being knocked out, they just jump up and start like cheering. Oh my god, it's so funny. You have to get it. It's free. It does on everything that has it. It's free. You can get it on Steam, Xbox, whatever, and it is absolutely hilarious.
So back to Bart Carney, season 9, episode 12, January 11th, 1998. Kids in the episode were obsessed with a game called Yard Work Simulator. Now, I do have on Xbox Power Washer Simulator.
I was going to say that.
I have Power Washer Simulator. I've played that. It is actually
up in my queue the other day.
It is actually like very,
get out of here.
very zen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like because you like cover the whole thing and clean it, and you have to find all the little specs to get to get it perfect.
Oh, I got a pressure washer. You want to come clean my house?
It's relaxing. But basically, that was a foreshadowing of games like Farm Simulator and Stardew Valley that became popular in 2000. So 2 years later, all those kind of games actually became popular.
Right.
So it imagined the concept of turning mundane chores into addictive gameplay. So, and that's exactly what happened.
Right.
And there's still a lot of them out there.
Oh,
they come up. Farm Simulator. We don't usually do the farming part. We do. You can cut down trees and load them onto a truck and then take them to the lumberyard, which is kind of fun because then you get to drive the really cool like log cutters and stuff, and you pick up the logs and put them on the truck. It's kind of cool because it's like difficult to control and stuff. But can you power wash rugs? You absolutely can power wash rugs.
Oh, you ever watch that guy on TikTok?
Yes, there's a guy on TikTok that power washes rugs.
It's pretty fun.
He usually power washes them and then hits them with a lot of soap and scrubs them with a broom and then hits them with a power wash again and then squeegees them.
It starts out looking like a piece of astroturf, like turf.
Yeah,
like
it's gnarly looking.
Like grass, comes in like sheets. That's what it looks like. And then by the end, it's like this priceless Turkish rug. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, on the game, no, you can't power wash rugs, Robert.
No.
Well, there might be. I don't know. I haven't gone super far in the game.
Oh my! I just had a brilliant idea.
What?
We'll merge Goat Simulator and power washing together. So you're like an angry kid going through the neighborhood and you just power wash people. Like power wash their cars, strip all the paint off their car, blow the siding off of their house.
Bob's $1 million idea.
Somebody needs to make that happen. I'd buy it tomorrow. People come out and complain, they come out and complain and you pressure wash the skin off of them.
Oh, jeez.
Like
that's a little dark.
They're like a skeleton running around.
Oh, man. So the NASA's mass surveillance program.
No, the NSA.
Oh, sorry, an NSA mass surveillance program from the Simpson movie. And that was in July 27, 2007. The government secretly listens to citizens' conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And then Edward Snowden revealed that the NSA's mass surveillance program in 2013, and they were listening in on a private citizen.
Everything that you say on the phone. They record everything.
Yep. So any keyword pops, they
That's not even a keyword. They record everything.
So
in Salt Lake City somewhere, there's a server that has every phone conversation you've ever had, every text message you've ever sent, every phone conversation you've ever had. And that way, if something happens, they can go back into those records and see,
right.
Well, in this year, you were talking to so-and-so.
Wow, Bob, one of your items just dropped down to $11 on Temu from 61. You have to go see what that is. I mean, it dropped to 11. I mean,
probably some junk.
Probably. I need a new ring light, actually. So I should get these, honestly. Our studio lights, guys, they were what, $7?
Yeah, I think they were like $7.
They're like a cover to make a legit studio light, but then we also use like a clipping spotlight, and then we put those covers over it, so it's a diffuser cover,
Right.
and it's that's
So
our
you get
studio
the
lighting.
world's cheapest key light.
Yeah. Hey, it works.
It works
We have
good.
good lighting in here.
Right.
Excuse me. So then, last but not least, I'm going to say it. Sorry, TikTok. COVID-19 and the Osaka flu. Marge in Chains, season 4, episode 21, May 6, 1993.
93.
Yep. A flu-like virus called the Osaka flu spread through Springfield after arriving from Japan. The pandemic began in 2019 and spread similarly. While not a perfect match, the similarities are enough that they can claim that The Simpsons saw it first. So that's the top 15. I know when I researched it, it was like 23 or something, but some of them were a little more obscure and a little more off. But now let's talk about conspiracy theories. Let's talk about why is this happening? Like, I mean, what can you come up with? I don't even know. I mean, like I said, people say Matt Groening's from the future, or
I think
but to get it so accurate,
because maybe The Simpsons are so in tune with pop culture, that people watch The Simpsons and then later on that thing
notice
happens,
it, right?
And then like the Lady Gaga thing, she probably saw that on an episode and was like, "That's probably cool. That's probably a good idea."
Yeah,
because she has to sign off on it.
Right.
They can't have Lady
Gaga. But then she might, I don't know, she might do that in her concerts. She might do wire work in her concerts. I have no idea.
No, I think she's afraid of heights.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it's, and the thing is, The Simpsons are, like you said, such a pop culture. So many people have watched it, and those things stick in your memory that maybe you just see it and go, oh, hey, I remember that from The Simpsons.
Right.
But to be stupid accurate, like with the Trump episode.
Or the Shard. Like
to be that accurate is wild.
The green, tapered building. It's like to get that accurate,
Yep.
And some of the one that gets me, what gets me about it is some of these are like in the 90s,
right?
And then it happened in like the 2000s,
right?
Like the
like
Farm
15,
Bill.
20 years later. Well, the Farm Bill was only 2 years,
so that was only.
But there's others that we discussed that were 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years difference, and they got it accurately.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. The Trump one was 2000 to 2016. So that's 16 years.
Right.
The smartwatches were 15 years.
Yeah.
They're that far in the future. So like
98
to 19 for the Disney.
Yeah.
For buying the purchase of Disney.
Years.
Here's 1993 to 2003 for the Siegfried and Roy, 10 years. 95 to 2012, so 17 years on the Shard.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's wild how far in advance they're picking these things up. It's wild. Now the Lady Gaga was 5 years, but that's not a far stretch. But the Osaka flu was, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wow, it's hard to believe The Simpsons have been on that long.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Right, when it came out. Yeah, and it started as a little cartoon on the Tracy Ullman Show.
Yeah.
For those that didn't know where The Simpsons came
Tracy
from.
Ullman?
Yeah, now who's Tracy Ullman?
Right.
At the time, she was a comedian, and they gave her her own show.
Famous back then. But
so,
not anymore.
But not no more. So, thank you guys for joining us on the podcast, Project Investigation Collaboration.
Yeah.
We are here every Sunday morning, usually for the podcast, but Bob has to go in early.
Yeah.
If you want to send us a message or leave us a comment, we really appreciate it. Or if you have an idea for an upcoming podcast, let us know. Send Bob and I an email or hit us up on TikTok. Follow Bob, follow me down here. And, if you have an idea, we have 52 episodes now.
Right.
So, we've covered a lot of territory.
If you count all of the shorts and everything, we have 100 videos.
Right. So what do you think about going back to the farmhouse, since we did catch that We did catch that video from last week that we showed you guys.
We could do that if people are interested in it.
If you guys want to see us do another live investigation, we can go back to Bob's Family Farmhouse and do that. So also check out the Patreon.
Yeah.
If you're a paid member,
the Patreon changed their thing now too.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about that. So
okay.
The there's no more free tiers on Patreon. So I made it $1.
Okay. So the free people is
$1 and $5.
Oh.
So yeah, they got rid of the free Patreon, and then that kicked off our one free Patreon follower we had. So. What was it? It
was one of the other ghost person. Yeah, Spirit
so
Paranormal.
It kicked her off.
Yep.
So now it's $1 and $5.
Right.
Oh, and the movies, you guys want to follow along and watch the 31 Days of Halloween movies.
Right. I'm glad you guys liked my idea.
Did
you guys took the idea that I recommended. You know, I said, hey, is there enough I can't even think of the word.
The possession
demonic possession movies. And you guys were like, well, we'll have to look. And I guess there was.
So that's what we're doing.
So every day they put out a video showing what demonic possession movie they're going to watch for the night, and you know, and then you guys can sit down and watch it. And every place is most of them are free.
Yeah, most of them they're either on Freevee or Tubi or Amazon Prime. But we've had such an issue with it because every year at the beginning of October, they lock up all the scary movies behind a paywall.
Yep.
It's just the dirtiest thing ever. And
it's dirty.
What are you going to do? So Angie actually bought all of the Insidious movies to put them on her Apple.
Nice.
But they are on, I think it's Tubi. It's either Tubi or Freevee, one of those.
Right. So you can follow Bob and Angie every night and watch the same movie they watch to get into spooky season.
Yeah. And then we can have a discussion about it if you guys want.
Yep. And then if you do join the Patreon, so back to the Patreon, if you do join the Patreon at the $5 member, we do send you a postcard every month, personal message from Bob and I, and Bob custom creates those postcards to send out.
Yep.
So you will get your own custom postcard. Don't forget to check out, Teespring for all the merch.
Yeah, the link is in the
link is
in the video.
Is in the video stuff. So now we have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have
everything you think of.
Yeah, anything you think of, phone cases,
muscle shirts, stickers,
mugs. I saw Amy today and she was sporting the only Investigator Todd shirt in existence.
Yeah.
She got the only shirt with my original logo.
A sample of it, and they wouldn't give it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
She got the only one in existence, so she's got my original logo.
You said your mom wanted a keychain and other stuff, so I requested a sample of it, which I'm the creator.
Right.
And they were like, nope. Okay.
Apparently, the little ghost that I was using is like a clip art or something.
It's somebody else's.
It's somebody else's art, so
they wouldn't let us do it. Yeah.
And
the Lemp Mansion merchandise is now, what do you call it? Archived.
Okay.
So there's no more
Lemp Mansion stuff. If you didn't get it, you're late.
Stuff. So yeah, but if you guys really want it, you can message me and I'll
unlock it for you
for the day, because they have a thing about event merchandise and they only let it stay alive for a short time.
Right.
So what are you gonna do?
Right.
It went in the vault.
So check out Bob on all his social medias, RS Curtis or the Real Veritas Project, and I'm Investigator Todd on everything. And you got anything else?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was watching a TikTok last night, and this has been going on every night and showing that there's no moon in the sky. And people are chiming in like, "No, you're an idiot. It's just a sliver of a moon. You know, it's not that it's not out." So I went out. And there's no moon in the sky at night. And it's been going on. He says it's been going on for a week.
Really?
I have an app that shows you like all the constellations and all the stars, and you can point it at the sky and it'll tell you what the stars you're looking at are, you know. And I found the moon on that app, and it was like on the other side of the planet, like above China.
Well, it happens. I mean, we get the moon during the day.
But you're right. And I didn't see it today. I was out all day today.
I didn't pay attention.
They said the
I'll be
moon
honest with
rises at 8 o'clock today, and I didn't see it.
Oh.
You seen it tonight? Is it out tonight? Then that'd be the first one. Right.
Yes, Jamie says there's a sliver here. So
there was what do you call it? The second was the new moon, so it'll be a little bitty sliver of the moon. But
right.
But it yeah, I thought it was weird. I went out last night and I was like, there's no moon. It's on the other side of the planet. So I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it just comes into rotation that way, I guess.
I don't know how. I always thought in October though, we have like it's in the summertime that we
catch a lot of because you catch a lot of big full moons and stuff
right.
in the fall. So
yeah, this weird stuff.
Yep.
People tell me some weird stuff. I don't get to vet it all the time.
Yeah.
So they're just like, have you heard? There's.
Have you heard that bird's the word?
Right. People tell me a lot of crazy stuff. So I don't know. I'm just spreading the love.
Yeah. If you have a paranormal story or anything you want to share with us, at the end of the video, Bob puts both our emails in there, and shoot us. If you got pictures, send us an email, shoot us some pictures.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look, definitely for sure. If you're in the St. Louis area and you want us to investigate someplace, we're always looking for someplace new to investigate. Definitely contact us through the email. And I think that about wraps it up. Anything else you can think of you want to talk about?
Oh, the Telltale Heart. If you want to watch the Telltale Heart.
Yeah, unfortunately the buzzing, but
Yeah, but it's got cool sound.
It was a good read. Yep, it was a good read.
It adds to it.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on the podcast. And remember,
stay curious
and find the truth. And we will catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're good.
Yay. I'm counting in my mind like 3, 2,
yeah,
1.
before you roll forward. Turn it off. Give us a little pause there.
Low battery.
Yeah, my battery's low on my phone.
Mine's probably, if you want to swap it, you can charge.
That's good. Thanks, guys, for hanging in there. Looks like we have somebody live.
Yeah, somebody
Maximilian the Gamer.
I didn't see it.
Hi, Maximilian. How you doing?
Yeah.
Somebody live on the YouTube, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
So considering we've only been doing the YouTube live for like 2 weeks.
Right.
So, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Give me all the
lives. We'll take, we got 6.7K likes today.
Hooray.
So, which is, I mean, we're normally not live on Saturday night. We're normally Sunday morning. We record because Bob's usually either off or doesn't have to go in until 1:30, but I guess you got stuff going on tomorrow, funeral or something.
It's the boss's thing. He's making us come in at 9 on Sunday.
A new thing? Is this going to be a new thing from now on?
So every weekend that I'm on, that's my on-call weekend, then I have to go in at 9 in the morning, just in case pet people come in.
Oh, jeez. So I guess we'll be doing a lot more podcasts on Saturday nights.
I'm going to put the laser grid at the corner, and you guys can just super chat me up all night.
So there we go. Well, thanks, guys, for joining us on both lives. And we are going to head out. I know Bob just got home, so he's probably hungry.
We got to eat the dinner.
Eat the dinner and watch the movie. And I think I'm going to go get some dinner myself. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the gifts. I know Robin threw us some pumpkins, so we appreciate that, Robin. And I guess it's we lost our live person, so Maximilian the Gamer, I guess, bounced out. So thank you for joining us on the live and the YouTube, and I'm gonna say bye, YouTube Live.
Yes, so we remembered.
And then we're gonna end the stream and on the YouTube, and we're gonna